Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, King J, and this is the podcast where we review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, and smash that notification button so you can always be up to date with all our latest content and enjoy everything we do. Let's go, baby! Now, as we continue on the new Disney Plus series by Star Wars, The Book of Boba Fett. This is the episode 3 review, and of course, this is the spoiler. So, if you have not seen this show, go watch it, come back, check out my reviews, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and let's get into it. So, fair warning, I warned y'all, let's go. So, in episode 3, it's a high action packed show with a whole lot of many cameos from familiar Star Wars characters, and it just got this one. This one got really dark. Episode 3 got a little bit of dark, but it did bring back the old classic Star Wars feel to it with the classic Star Wars comedy to it. So it did change a little bit, but it always kept it to the true Star Wars format. So, and with that being said, I think they really balanced that out. And obviously, if you compare episode 3 to episode 1 and 2, episode 1 and 2 wasn't like super dark as this. Dark and gritty is what I'm trying to say. But this one got a little bit dark and gritty, and they placed it in the right place at the right time in this story, continuous story, basically. And I just think that was really cool. And the familiar Star Wars characters, 88 breaks down the three families of these that kind of run this town, the territory, basically, of it's like higher and lower type people, but it's the three most important family members, including like the Jabba the Hutt family. But as 88 explains what's going on and why everything's like that, and what's going on with the current time to Boba Fett, they get interrupted by a water broker named Luthra Peel, and it's played by Stephen Root, who is honestly one of my favorite actors. Is that guy? This guy is good, and he's funny. He can do some funny stuff. I see him in some funny shows, and I've seen him in some serious roles, and I just think this guy can act like he's just good. He's one of my top fives, just saying. But this water broker is complaining to Boba Fett that, hey, there's these hoodlums, like these people who are half human, half machine, and obviously, Boba Fett's like, what? And he's like, what's the big deal? Like, what's going on? And he goes, well, I'm complaining because they're disrespecting you by disrespecting me. They're talking about you, and I'm telling you, if you don't help me out, the town's just going to get worse and worse. And, he's kind of like this water broker. He's kind of like, I heard such and such said this about you, such and such said this last week, or, he's a gossip. He gossips a lot, but he's also trying to trick Boba Fett. So Boba Fett agrees, and he checks out these. And then we come to find out that the water broker is charging water for a higher price. So instead of punishing this gang who rides these very colorful, like floating motorcycles, and they kind of remind me of like a Power Rangers feel, but that's just all I got out of it. He gave these like young adults slash maybe young teens, a job, and he told the water breaker like, hey, take this much amount and lower down your price, and put that water broker in his place. So that's what's really cool. And so now in out of the three episodes, you notice that he's getting a crew. He's getting a foundation of people who want to actually loyal to Boba Fett, He went from just one to two to three. Now he's got a whole gang. Like Boba Fett is showing true leadership, and they're slowly but surely, the Boba Fett's gonna have a whole gang, a whole crew. And I think that's really cool. Like you're just slowly watching this just grow bigger and bigger into hopefully in more seasons and more episodes, of course, duh. But I just thought that was really cool. And another thing when I was talking about that is Black Crescenta. Boy, he attacked Boba Fett, and I was like, "What?" It's like it got dark. That's when it got dark because Boba Fett was in his little bathtub tube, and Black Crescenta, he just freaking whipped threw him out, and it took his whole crew and him to take that Wookiee down. And what we go to is that he gets him locked up, throws him into that classic pit that you all know love from the beginning of Star Wars movies, basically. And he chains him up, and then he goes back to Jabba the Hutt's like family members, and Jabba the Hutt's sister is like, you can keep him. You can just trade him for how much you want, and they gave him a little monster, and Danny Torrio plays a Rager, which is like a pretty much he tames like this creature. And I tell you what, I was like, man, this is cool, but it makes sense. Like, I'm surprised Star Wars never picked up Danny Torrio. Like, this guy is an amazing actor. I mean, Spy Kids, Mad Max. I mean, the list goes on and on. This guy, it makes sense. Like, he should have been in the first Star Wars movie. Just saying, just saying. But I'm glad they got him now. This really brings the show not back to life, but brings it up more to life by adding a big star like him who's been around the movie business for a long time. And I know the actor who plays Boba Fett's been in the movie business for a long time too. Slash TV, obviously, but I just think that's really cool. But like I said, you slowly, surely, he's getting a crew. Do we trust this guy? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure because why is Jabba the Hutt's family, acting like, man, we want to get you murked. We want you gone. But then they're like, got some gifts for you. Like, what the heck? And then another thing, the Jabba Hutt's two family members say Tatooine is worthless. So, what type of mind games are they trying to play? Like, this ain't Jedi mind games, but it's a mind game to psych them out. But I don't think it's working. And in that show, we learned that that in reality, not everybody's really excited for Boba Fett to take over Jabba the Hutt's territory because some people in that village are so used to it of living that way. They just don't like the change, and they understand that with change like this could be very dangerous because they're thinking about the Jedi's, the Siths, they're thinking about stormtroopers and such and such. Like there's a lot going on, and Boba Fett, he's from the Clone Wars, so the Clone Wars has a lot of bad history within this Star Wars universe, and people around the galaxy know about these stormtroopers. They know the story. They know what went down, and so to see Boba Fett is kind of like, oh gosh, and he looks like a Mandalorian, but he's not a Mandalorian. So it's kind of like, okay, so he's definitely not a pick that the people would want over there. So he it's just kind of like Boba Fett and the Tusken tribes, which we learned that they didn't make it because this stupid biker gang, came over and took over and killed a lot of them. Which I hope they didn't kill all of them, and I hope it wasn't. Maybe it's just a setup. Who knows? But as far as I know now, the Tuscan tribe did not make it. And like I was just going back to my point is, Boba Fett has to earn everybody's trust for them to trust Boba Fett as a good leader. And just like how it happened in the past, it has happened in the present time as well, just not with the Tuscan tribes. And I would say, this is here's what I think. I think this what's going to happen is that at least by episode 5 we're going to see a huge battle where that town kind of gets destroyed. And Boba Fett's going to look like a real hero, the true hero. And like I said, I just think right now, nobody trusts Boba Fett. Like I said, he's that town knows his story. That town knows his history. They understand the Clone Wars. They understand the Death Star. They understand the Jedi's. They understand the Luke Skywalker. They understand the Mandalorian. So it's not just we don't mind somebody taking over Jabba the Hutt. It's just Boba Fett has a lot of history, has a huge resume, and so yeah, they're a little nervous. But once again, the format of this show is people earning each other's trust and respect, and they got to do a big sacrifice, a big stuff to prove their worthiness, and I think that's what we're getting a lot out of this show. Now, do I think like we'll see some big Star Wars characters cameos? I kind of think we will. I think we will. Say and to be fair, what is a big Star Wars character? Yeah, we could say Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Kylo Ren, and so forth and so forth. But I just think we do. I think we will, but I think it's going to be somebody that we'll all be excited to see. But we didn't even think about this one character in Star Wars. But I just think it'll be worth it, and I definitely think we're going to get that big Star Wars cameo soon. And I definitely I want to lean towards more. I think it's going to be more to the Siths because Boba Fett, like Black Chrysanthemum, uh, Jabba the Hutt's family, they kind of lean more to the Lord Sith. They lean towards the Dark Vaders, the Kylo Rens, the dark side, in a way. Not like where they're not Boba Fett's heart has changed, obviously, and it's still kind of unknown, like how the Star Wars. Because, like I said, I try to read all the books and comics, but not all of them. So I really don't understand how the rules of being a clone in the Star Wars universe work. But we do know that Boba Fett has a change of heart. Like, he's becoming the good guy. He's not the guy that, you know, he's not just the guy that was Darth Vader's boy or hitman or bodyguard. Now he's becoming more of that. And I just think that this show is really, really showing us new layers to this character. And I'm just really enjoying this show so much. So if I had to give this show 1 out of 10, which I am, I'm giving it a straight up 8. A great storyline, great cameos. There's there's robots that look like RDD2, and there's things that are like the other version of the Star Wars characters. But you kind of, and you see the Stormtrooper's helmet. You see the lady who was like a mechanic that helped, that you see a lot in the Mandalorian. And you see stuff like that, and I just think like, okay, we know they're letting you know that those characters do exist within the Star Wars universe, but there's also these characters who come from that character, and they're giving those other Star Wars characters to shine and to like more. Just like we now, everybody's a fan of the Mandalorian now, the Book of Boba Fett. So this is definitely a good thing for Star Wars. So definitely enjoying this. Great episode. So yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment, and smash that like button. Peace out.